So George, short video of how you want to achieve voiceovers on iMovie on your Mac. So here we go. I have got iMovie open, but just for the purposes of this, I've made a folder with pictures in it. So for you to do this, you're obviously going to have photos you've taken and just bung them all into a folder so you can access them. So photos are all in a folder. In iMovie, we're just going to make a new project and we'll go new movie. And here we are. It's iMovie. Look, it can probably look a little bit confusing when you first see it, but anyway, we'll go through it. All this guff up here, don't get too threatened by it. What we want to do is we want to put in your pictures. So to make this interesting, down the left-hand side here, we've got some different bits and pieces. We can just go to My Movie. Doesn't really matter as long as we import the media. And this is where we're going to navigate to your folder with your photos in it. Now for me, it's on my desktop and I called it Pics for iMovie. So I'll just open that and grab them. And, they're photos of our holiday. Isn't that nice? So what I'm going to do, and you'll notice that all the photos I've picked are all in landscape. So photos taken in portrait look crap because TVs and screens are not designed in portrait. So everything is in landscape. So I've just selected them and literally just dragged them in onto the timeline. And if I hit play with the space bar, they'll play. Now by default, images have Ken Burns effect. That Ken Burns is that, classic pull in, or pull out, push in, pull out sort of thing. And if you want to get rid of it, it's easily done. We can do that in a sec. In fact, let's do it now to one of them. So, all right, here's the first image. It's a couple of coffee cups. All right, so up the top, I've got the clip selected. You'll see that it's yellow. And then just up over here, you've got the crop button. So I'm going to click on that, and you'll see Ken Burns is turned on. So I'm just going to go to fit. You can go crop to fill, and it will sort of, fill the screen a little bit. You can have a play around with it, but fit's probably the safest option for now. And then I can turn that off. So if I do that with this next one, so select the clip, crop, just going to fit, and turn it off. And you'll notice that when I play it now, they don't do any Ken Burnsing. They're static images. And if that's what you want, that's fine. If you want the Ken Burns look, either or, it's sort of got to suit what you're doing. So, but that's that bit. So the key thing now is you want to actually make the voiceovers. So remembering what I said, that you want to really do this in a quiet place. So what we'll do, we're going to get this thing here is called the playhead, and we're going to put this at the start of the first clip or the first picture. And I'm going to hit this thing here, the microphone button, which all it does is activate the microphone. So now, before I do anything, I want to check that the microphone is selected. So this little button here is your settings, and just make sure that this is set to built-in microphone. All right, otherwise nothing's going to work. So now I'm going to hit record, and I'll do a little bit of narration. So these are two coffee mugs which were sitting on my bonnet. All right, so obviously that voiceover went over and into the next clip, but we'll just play it anyway. So these are two coffee mugs which were sitting on my bonnet. All right, so the fact that that was, going into the next clip, I can just grab the edge of the picture and just drag it out to make it longer and match the voice recording if I need to. Or if the voice recording was too short, I can bring it back in. You just adjust it to however you want it to fit. So I might even do the opposite. On this one, I'm going to stretch the clip right out, bring the playhead to the start, hit record and narrate it. So this is the dog on the tucker box, and the kids thought it was really crap. They could not believe actually how crap the dog on the tucker box really was. All right, so that voice recording's gone a bit too short, so I'll just bring this back and do the next one. All right, so what wouldn't be better than having William playing with the water fountain at the Parliament House? So obviously that went too long, so I'll just stretch it out. I don't know, maybe I'll just stretch them all out. Doesn't really matter which way you do it, just whatever works best for you. One more. And of course, you have to have a 6-year-old taking notes on the floor in Old Parliament House. Yeah. And then adjust it. Anyway, you get the idea. So you start getting all your sound clips matching up with your pictures, which is, I think, pretty much what you want. So you can have a play with other bits and pieces as well, like transitions and so on. So there's some, nice things you can do if you choose to want to do it. Yeah, that's just a case of just playing around. Once you've got your video all finished, you want to go up into the top right hand corner and get this share button happening. And this is where you're just going to go to File and, pretty much follow the prompts. You don't have to really give it a tag, just, sort of just go through the prompts. Next, give it a name, tell it where to save it, and so on. All right, that will make your final video. That's the bit that you'll put into your assembly. But when you're done and you sort of, if you want to hit back on projects up here, it'll prompt you to save it. iMovie for George. And okay, and there it is there. So I can come back in and edit it if I need to. You kind of get the idea. Have a bit of a play, but that should get you out of trouble anyway. All right, cool. Bon voyage. Yay.